Alright guys, welcome to the channel, Car Specs. My name's Hayden. I don't think I've actually let anyone know what my name is, but I run the Car Specs social media accounts on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It's just me. And I want to get more into creating more like long form YouTube style videos, and this is just an idea since it's actually coming up. It's actually been a little over a year since I purchased this 2021 BMW M4 Competition. I just want to, give my thoughts on the ownership experience so far, break down the cost, be super upfront, kind of what it cost me, what I paid for it, things like that. So just from the finance side, let's start there. Also, I'm on the way to the Hollywood Hills. There's a super sick spot because part of what I'm going to get into is the market on these cars and kind of why I think I picked the right spec. There's a couple things that are missing. We'll get to that as well. But basically, I purchased this in February 2025. Purchased this from a BMW dealership in Indiana, in Northwest Indiana, near Chicago, BMW Cherville. Shout out BMW Cherville. And my spec's pretty nice. Like, I have a 2021, like I said, competition. All right, rear wheel drive. I didn't do the X drive. I bought it with 3,300 miles. You can hear the brakes right now. But I bought it with 3,300 miles, and I just passed 10,000 miles like a couple weeks ago. And I got a smoking deal on it. So I paid $67. I think I paid like $1,000 for shipping or something. But with taxes, fees, and everything, it was a little over $75,000 out of the door. I put enough down. I guess we'll talk about that too. I put $37,000 down because that is the amount that I wanted. Basically, I wanted my monthly payment to be $700, and so that's why I put $37,000 down. I feel like that's kind of a lot, but I don't know. I wasn't comfortable on having like a $1,500, $2,000 M4 payment. I think that's kind of crazy. And what are the other costs? So insurance. So I live in LA. No accidents that were my fault. Actually, there was 2 that weren't my fault. But the insurance is about $280 a month, and that's through Progressive. The interesting thing about insurance is if you raise or lower the deductible, that affects insurance a ton. So my deductible is $2,000, and I pay $280 a month. Full coverage, everything. Uninsured motorists, all that stuff. If the deductible is $500, my insurance per month, it went up to like $450, and I was like, if I get in an accident in this car, or someone hits me or whatever, and they don't, whatever the situation is, it's like, a ding on this car is going to be over $2,000 anyway. So that was kind of my thought process with that. And knock on wood, no accidents yet. The market on this car, I've done some research, some other frozen white M4 comps under 10K. I know mine has a little over now, but in that, like, let's just call it under 15,000 miles, there's barely any. So it's really hard to find these 21s. That was the first year of the G82, under 15,000 miles in frozen white. I think there was 2 last time I checked, and they were both selling for, I want to say, 70. And the spec wasn't great. Like, it didn't have the carbon interior package. It didn't have nothing crazy. Like, this doesn't have buckets, for example. Those didn't have buckets. I think one of them was a manual, which is another thing. It's interesting. The manuals today are selling less, but I think in honestly, even 5-10 years, I think those manuals are going to be like a clean manual G80 or G82. Clean manual in an individual color with buckets, like all the carbon options. I think that car is going to be worth something one day. I think it's going to pull like an E30 M3 kind of move. But honestly, this is my only car. It's my daily driver. I have no complaints about it. The reason I wanted the comfort seats is because I do daily drive it. I think the carbons look sick, obviously, but it's just, I'm 6'1", so it's like, dang, traffic jam. I'm 6'1", so basically, I don't know. I didn't want to deal with those buckets, every day. I did rent one before this that had buckets, and it was super uncomfortable. So I'm like, I get it, it's gonna help with resale, but I'm good. This has the carbon fiber interior package. It has an individual color. So this is frozen white. There's a BMW is kind of like Porsche these days. I don't know how long they've been doing it. Someone can check me in the comments, but it's kind of similar to like PTS with Porsche. BMW has a ton of super crazy unique colors that you can pick from, and so I know the individual colors like frozen white, there's other ones I'm blanking on, but those individual colors on the G80, G82s are definitely a must. One thing this car did not have, which I think why I got a good deal on it, honestly, and you'll see when I show the outside of it, it does not have the carbon roof. And I didn't mind it too much just because I do that frozen white paint. I feel it's like, you know, I like the paint. I want to see more of the paint. I would prefer the carbon roof, to be honest, because this does have the carbon fiber exterior package too. So for some reason, the guy, when he ordered it, it's a free option too. I was like, I don't know why he got the carbon exterior package and he didn't get the roof. He opted for a sunroof, but that's one thing I think could hurt resale a little bit, but I honestly don't mind. It doesn't bother me too much. And as far as the market for this car, crazy thing, I feel like I could get like 70, 71, maybe 72. And the reason I say that is, one, the miles are low. It's a good spec. It pretty much has all the options except for the carbon roof. And as you guys know, the new M3 and M4 variant coming out, they're not going to make a full combustion engine. So it's going to be hybrid, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure you'll have the option to get a full EV one. And so, I mean, you see what happens to these sports cars. I guess, you know, supercars are different, but sports cars, when it's an enthusiast car and they go full hybrid, or they go, you know, they completely get rid of the full combustion engine, people don't like that, you know. And I understand the case for having hybrid assist and all that stuff, but the market favors the full combustion engine. So that's why I think, like, is this car going to be worth $100,000 in the next 5 years? Probably not, but I think it's going to hold. Like, I think these are going to have a floor, especially if they're well taken care of. And I've always said, you know, under $100,000, I don't know like a better all-around performance car that's relatively modern, that has CarPlay, that looks good. You know, you could say, hey, I'm gonna get a 991 Carrera 4S, and that's cool, but you have to find one like a 2015, a 2016, the tech's not up to date. And like, I don't know, I'm not a Porsche guy. That's not really my thing. No disrespect to the Porsche guys. Which actually leads me to my next point. One thing I don't like about this car, so I am UNC status now, so I'm not a kid, right? So in LA, it seems like every time I see one of these cars next to me, pull up next to me, or driving down Rodeo, if I'm filming or something like that, it's always like just some rich little Beverly Hills high school kid with a broccoli haircut. And so I'm sure you guys have seen, you know, online all the videos of these G80s and G82s crashing. I will say it seems like the G80s tend to crash a little more for some reason, but I don't know how. Like, back in my day, like when I was in high school, the E92 M3 was like, had just come out, and no one had an M3, you know. There was maybe one kid in the area, he had like an E46 M3, and that was like, whoa, like that guy's parents bought him that. So I'm wondering, you know, kids are making money younger now, I understand that, but maybe it's just the LA, Beverly Hills area I'm in, that people are getting these for their first car. And this competition has 503 horsepower. Like, I had a 328i coupe for my first car, 2008. I feel like that had like 230 horsepower, and that felt insane. So, I mean, it makes sense why these are crashing all the time, I guess is what I'm getting at. And to be honest, I drive very slow. I'm not like I'm not out here racing or anything. I haven't tracked the car. I do want to take it to a track one time. But I think the reputation, and that's probably why the insurance is pretty high on these, similar to how, you know, a Hellcat or something like that has high insurance because they get stolen a lot, or a Trackhawk or those kind of cars. I think the insurance companies are realizing, I don't know the stats on it, but at least on social media, it seems like these get crashed every day. These are crashing every day. So, you know, I don't love the kind of reputation of the car. It has turned into kind of like a TikTok car, in my opinion. This, the Aventador SVJ, the 992 GT3 RS, which those are in a whole different league, obviously, but I feel like the G80, G82, M4, M3, those are just like total TikTok cars now, which is part of the reason, you know, I don't like it, but part of the reason why I bought it too. I feel like it surprisingly does get a decent amount of attention, even in LA. You know, a lot of people in 330i's or 340i's are always trying to like rev and race me and stuff. Sorry. And another one too the other day, some guy in an E53 was trying to like make me rev it, and it was like all like 16-year-old kids. I'm like, who's getting these kids these cars? But I mean, props to them. Like I said, if I could get a car like that at that age, I would. It's a lot of power for someone's first car. So I'm driving up to the hills, and I want to kind of do a little video around the car, kind of show you some of the options I got, and then yeah, stay tuned. All right, I'm driving to the spot I'm gonna post up at, but I had to show you guys this view. This is absolutely insane. So I'm in the bird streets, taking a different route this way, but if you guys play GTA, this is pretty much where Franklin lives. Wow, look at that downtown. But yeah, I just want to show you this quick little stretch. Absolutely awesome. There's Century City over there. I remember one of these houses used to have like a bunch of exotics parked out front, but I think he took them away. We'll see. But yeah, some of these houses are 20+ million easy, I'm sure. Little 911. Wow. Yeah, this is just unreal. Oh, that's actually sick. Alpina B6. That is super sick. B8, sorry. You don't see those every day. 992 action. G63 in a flying spur. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna park the car up, and yeah, I'll show you some of the options I got that I think are gonna help with resale and why I got them. All right, so here's the spot. This is actually crazy. Look at Hollywood Hills. Ignore the Cybertruck killing the aura, but I wanted to show you the outside of this car. A couple of things real quick off the bat. So lasers, these are an option. I think that's a must. This has the carbon exterior package, so carbon right there. It has carbon on the mirrors. It has carbon on this little tail deal, and then a carbon diffuser. As you can see, the car is frozen white, which I think looks awesome. And then on the interior, it's a little dirty, but on the interior, Silverstone on black as the normal comfort seats, but I got the carbon fiber interior package. Like I was saying earlier in the car, right, it does not have the carbon roof, which kind of sucks. This is actually, like I was saying earlier, a free option. I don't know why the guy didn't get that, but I don't mind it. Kind of like I said, more frozen white paint on the car. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this car, I think, for a while. If, you know, things go well with YouTube and everything, if you guys support channel, subscribe. Who knows what I'll get next. I've been kind of eyeing an R8 V10, like a 2017, 2018, or maybe even a Huracan. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, this is my kind of quick video. If there's anything else you guys want me to touch on, I think I'm gonna do some other videos, maybe me ripping through the canyons or something, going the speed limit obviously. But yeah, like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments.